Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So normally I'd like to take you right out to the range and show you a demonstration and tell you more about my experience with the product out there, maybe showing you, but you know what, there's so many atmospherics and things to deal with, and I had a lot of storms, so I actually think it would be smarter today. I want to show you the app because this is where a lot of the time and energy has been spent and where the value is. So first of all, I'm recording myself using my tablet right there, tablet camera. It's the onboard camera with my tablet, which the system and the software is able to utilize. You see those orange arrows in the bottom left corner. If you tap that, you can record yourself and your target at the same time using the system. So in the upper right hand corner, you're going to see the three white bars there. If you tap that and then you tap the ruler looking mechanism down there and turn measurements on, this is a really cool feature. It's one of the coolest of the app. You can actually include a reference size for your target, and so my target that I just set up here for demonstration is 8.5 inches. And you're going to go to target distance, and I got to tell you guys, this is only as accurate, this measurement tool is only as accurate as the data you put in there. If you put in bad data, you're going to get bad information out as well. But if you put in good data, and in my experience, it's extremely accurate. So put in 10 yards, and you'll notice you can go down and get group sizes in inches, centimeters, MOA, mils. Extremely convenient. There's so much information that goes into this. Absolutely love it. Group width, height as well, and then adjustment to 0. If you want to know what you need to dial with your exposed turrets to get to 0, like I do in mils, then you can go ahead and select that. Extremely convenient and accurate. It works very, very well. I've used it many times. So when you're setting it up, it's going to tell you, this has lots of in-app support and help. It's going to tell you set a reference point for the parameters of your target, and you need to see your whole target when you're setting up this system. And so I'm going to 2 corners. It just needs 2 corners of the target for a reference, and then it's going to tell you to set your point of aim. And so you can zoom in, as you can tell, really great megapixels, high megapixels, and I'm going to select the center of my target. It's ready to go. Now to record, by the way, I'm actually using that orange button on the center far right. I hold that down and I can record everything that's going on in my app. It's very cool. I'm ready to go ahead and send my first round downrange and hopefully get just a little off center of the bullseye so I can kind of show you some of the features here. There's already some data going on up top. I'll talk about that in a second. So the first thing I'm going to do after I've shot this round is I want to show you that you can have a blinking indicator. That's the second icon down on the right, and that'll show you where your impact was if you're having trouble spotting the new hit, and you can even change the duration and frequency of how long that blinks at you. And I like to increase those just a little bit from the factory preset, just a little bit more. You can zoom way in, and you're going to go ahead and tap it. That's your last icon on the bottom right. You can choose different colors and separate different groups if you're shooting different calibers or doing load data. And as soon as you select that in your bottom left, you've got a bar or a kind of a tab going on there, which is going to start predicting that you're going to have data. You're going to have a follow-up shot, and it's going to start analyzing that, especially as you select a second group. So I'll go ahead and I'll shoot a second one there. And now I can go ahead and zoom in really, really close, which I'm going to make my shot size or my indicator size a little bit smaller. There's so many things in this app that are amazing, guys, that you can really customize it and make it work for the type of shooting you're doing or type of caliber distances. So I accidentally did a dot there, and you can just undo. That's your fourth tab or fourth indicator on the right there. That little arrow mechanism there, that's an undo. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And so I was able to zoom in and get right on my target hole, which is important for measuring. And I've already got data going on the top. If you look at the top left, I've already got a spread indicator there, as well as an MOA indicator. So pretty big, 6.74 MOA, and a little bit of zero adjust. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot that third round. And after that third round, I'll zoom in and place my third indicator. And it's actually just about on that X right there. And if I tap on my bottom left tab, right there, my group 1 tab, I've got 3 shots, and it's already giving me data, including how to zero or how to adjust so I can get down to a maximum 0 to be right where my point of aim should be. It's incredible how much stuff is going into this. This app works extremely well. It works well close, and it works very, very far away. This is really, really cool, guys. I don't know of anybody else in the industry, any other product that is putting as much out there as this company is, and this product feature right here probably was a lot of man hours. And so I've really appreciated that. So start in the garage, and I would suggest you practice there too before bringing it to the range, just so you have a good handle on it. Now, when I went out to the range, I went out and set out a long range target, and I've brought this with me at every range trip, and it's just been faster and faster to set up. You get your target camera and included tripod, and you go ahead and screw that in. It's really easy to do. And I'm in some tall grass, so the next thing I'm going to do is just extend those legs out a little bit, and there's a neck extension as well. I'm going to turn it on, and notice that I still had two bars left after running this for over 6 hours in range session. That's really not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and set it up, make sure it's stable, and looking at it, trying to move that camera around to where I think it's going to be. One thing, this has lots of range of adjustment, and it's a really, really good, high quality, high megapixel camera. It's very impressive, guys, but look at all that range of adjustment. Shouldn't have any issues finding your entire target, and you do need to see the entirety of your target, which is why I'm moving it back. I'm using the app on my phone, and I'm looking at the target itself, so it's telling me that I can get the whole target in there, so that I can use that measurement tool, which is really one of the greatest features. Went back to the firing line, and now I've got the receiver out. So the receiver also comes with a tripod. This whole package that you're looking at right here, the LR-3, has everything that you should ever need to run this out to 2 miles effectively. So actually, before I reached out to LONGSHOT Target Systems, I had bought one of their tripods just because I thought it was really convenient, and it is. It's got these little leg extensions, which are really more for stability in wind, and then there's a neck extension, which is going to help you get the height that you need. And you just need line of sight between the receiver and that camera, guys. So make sure you remember that line of sight between those two, and remember to face the receiver towards the target. All right, open up on your Wi-Fi settings and connect to this, and the password is LONGSHOT. If you lost your manual, connect to this. This is your receiver. You don't need wireless for this, which is one of the ingenious things about it. It doesn't rely on wireless. It's really, really effective too. Right away, look at how fast that found that camera, and I'm shooting at 600 yards in this video. I'm going to skip the practice or the guide for this because I just need to go ahead and set my parameters. It was ready to go. And actually, I'm going to do a little practice shot on steel first because I'm using some bulk ammo I haven't shot before. Just want to make sure I don't shoot that camera on accident. It's a really, really nice camera, and you can buy a warranty with it. That's something that you can add in the package, and if you don't trust your data or you think you're going to be shooting with people who might zing your camera, go ahead and throw that warranty in there. It's a really good warranty, and it's actually not that expensive to throw that on top. Now I want to tell you about my experience. I've used this every single time for the last month that I've gone out to the range, and not just because I'm producing content for the product. Actually, after shooting this thing a little bit, I started to realize I don't know how I was shooting long range without a product like this in the past. Being able to analyze my groups, separate different groups, I can shoot different calibers on the same target, or if I'm doing load development, anything like that, guys, the sky's the limit with this kind of thing. And being able to have that instant feedback, I don't have to travel all the way down range. I can't tell you how much time this saves me from checking targets or trying to use even a spotting scope. You just can't see those targets or those holes very, very far away. So shooting beyond 600 yards even, this thing is saving me so much time. I'm getting so much data from it. It's extremely useful. In fact, I really am asking myself, how did I not have something like this before? I must have wasted so much time driving back and forth and trying to spot my rounds and setting up new targets. This does so many things that I didn't realize it would do. It takes me more time just to set up my rifle and get that prepared for my first cold bore shot than it does to set up the target system and everything it comes with. It's very quick. The more I use it, the more I realize this stuff, man, it's just top notch. It's easy to pack up. It comes with a nice tight case there. You saw everything included. Amazing quality camera, incredible technology and effectiveness. It's very user friendly. There's lots of online and in-app support for you to find. And the customer service slogan or goal is to treat you as we imagine Christ might treat you. And I can't think of any company that has a loftier goal in customer service than this. And so I'm going to tell you, go ahead and pick one up. It definitely gets a thumbs up from me. I'm going to be using this in probably all of my future videos. I love it.